Bill McComb, you've run major consumer goods companies like Liz Claiborne. What skills are transferable from a big company like Liz Claiborne to a small business?
The basics. Know your competition, have a great product, be competitive, build a team with a winning mindset.
And in either a big company or a small company, you need a business plan. Talk about the importance of a detailed business plan.
Well, having a business plan, whether you're a startup or a mid-sized company or a huge corporation, you can't get away without having a plan. A plan is the framework with which you allocate resources. And if you're not allocating your resources, whether it's your people's time or your precious dollars, but you will make a big mistake. You'll hit a wall. That's what a plan is for. Doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be formal, but you have to know what's important, what your priorities are.
And when do you deviate from that plan? When do you say, things aren't going as I charted out, I need to make a move?
Well, all plans are meant to change. I mean, the one thing that we used to say at Johnson & Johnson and at Liz Claiborne was, the one thing that we knew when we made our plans was that that's not how the end of the year would look. But you start out with the plan and you update your thinking as a business and as a leader throughout the year, based on competition, based on new and emerging trends that weren't there when you had your plan. You may have a winner in your business, you've got to chase the winner. You may have a dog or a loser as some component, and you've got to move away from that.
And you have to lead the team no matter if you're going this way or that way. Talk about the importance of staffing.
Well, it's incredibly important to be the leader and have a great idea, but you're not going to get anywhere unless you have the ability to get things done through other people, whether they work for you in your company or whether they're part of your company's ecosystem of partners. Bottom line, there's a lot of work that has to get done, and there are skill sets that you have to have on board your team, like I said, either virtually or part of the team. And a big part of the leader's job, a founder's job in a small startup business, is to actually recruit and build a team that's going to help them win.
And then they have to delegate authority, because as the founder of a business, big or small, you need to eventually give up a little bit of your duties to let someone else do it so you can do something else. Talk about how you can avoid micromanaging.
Well, it's funny. In many cases, for startup businesses, the very skill set that what I always say that brings you to the dance, the thing that takes your company from a seed to an actual idea, it can actually be a trap. You can get stuck in doing those same things as a leader over and over when your company needs you to actually pivot and do other things. And it's just what you said, micromanaging is a huge danger. At the end of the day, you've got to expand the capacity of your business, expand the capacity of the team, because as the business grows, the volume of the work and the kinds and character of challenges are going to change dramatically. And you, the founder, need to be able to address those emerging issues.
You mentioned expansion or growth. How do you market to achieve that growth? So many avenues that you can spend your resources on, whether it be paying for social media, buying maybe TV ads, they're still around, or newspaper ads, those are still around. Talk about marketing.
Well, we live in an era of what we call insurgent brands. We never used to see this. I'm talking 10, 15, 20 years ago. There are brands that are from $0 to $100 million, chipping away at the heels of great big national brands, and they're doing it through marketing platforms that are what we used to call guerrilla or grit marketing, and it's all digital. At the end of the day, the companies that are really getting a success, whether it's a very small local business or something that is addressing a narrow consumer base nationally, it's having a digital mindset and spending your dollars in digital marketing, and with an emphasis on being a collector of first-party data and being able to mine that data set. Data analytics are as important as the media vehicles themselves. What you do with what you know about your customer.
And once you've started the business, you're operating, then you're growing, how do you make sure that your competitors don't catch you? Because as you just explained, it's pretty easy to start a business now and gain a lot of traction because of what's going on with technology.
You got to keep your head focused on your customer. I can't emphasize enough the importance of knowing your customer, acquiring that first-party data, and using that data to go from engagement to high levels of satisfaction. Deepening engagement, deepening satisfaction. You mind that, don't worry about the competition.
And avoid complacency.
And absolutely. You have to avoid complacency. The world is changing dramatically.
And then finally, is there anything better than a small business success story?
I personally don't think so. I grew up in great big corporations, but the stories that get me excited and how I'm spending my time now as an investor is getting close to founders and companies that are on their way to make a difference in the world and change something. I think that small business success it's the heart of America.
Thanks a lot, Bill McComb.
Thank you.